Welcome to T2T Boxing in association with KO Clothing. Here with me, I'm joined by Marlon Magic Man Toby. Thanks for joining us, Marlon.
Thank you.
Fight tomorrow night on the Northern Sydney Fight League card here in Dee Why at the RSL against Mark Too Sharp Lucas. How are you feeling ahead of the fight?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, mate. Yeah, I know Mark is pretty handy, so you'll have my work cut out. You know what I mean? But I'll bring it. That's for sure.
Excellent. So made weight earlier today. No problems there. Obviously, just been down enjoying a meal together. What? How do you find training for a fight like this? Obviously coming down to Sydney and getting ready that way, but in terms of making weight and things like that, are there any sort of tricks you can give to the guys back home?
Give to the guys back home, mate. Well, not really, but what works for me is just eat constantly and drink, because you got to start your metabolism, and as you do, well, the harder you work, the more you lose weight. So that's a little trick. That's my trick. It works for me. I'm getting older, so it must be doing all right.
And in terms of this fight, I mean, Mark's obviously got a lot of backing behind him. After Commonwealth Games, and he's 3-0 now. So he'll be coming in obviously as the favourite, but you'll be looking to spring an upset. And so we were talking earlier about why you got into the sport, and it's a passion thing for yourself.
That's right.
If you pick up the win tomorrow, is there a dream of Australian titles or anything like that you would like to achieve before you hang up the gloves?
Yeah, for sure, mate. Maybe state title, but you know how it is with boxing. It's either all or nothing. And at the moment, I love it. I enjoy it. It's a passion of mine, but it's hard to juggle at my age in life. You know what I mean? So it's a bit hard to juggle, but I find time for it, and when the family's understanding and that I have to make the sacrifices, it's fine. So whatever comes along, I just take it fight for fight, mate. And if the title comes up, well then so be it.
Well, fingers crossed it does. And so you mentioned obviously coming into your later years, and I know you got into boxing fairly late. So to tell the guys back home, what got you into boxing in the first place, and what sort of kept you there?
Mate, well, I've always been active. I've always been sporty. I loved league mainly, most of all, and I actually fell into it by I used to work at the abattoirs up in Ipswich, up in Queensland, and I met a bloke there by the name of Joe Guy, and he was at that time light heavyweight champion of Australia.
Oh, okay.
And then me and him became good mates, and I ended up training with him for a bit, and then he said, "You should have a fight, you got some skill there." I said, "Yeah, sweet, we'll do it." I did a few amateurs, was supposed to do an exhibition, but they ended up saying that it was a pro bout, so that's how I turned pro, all by accident, but I never looked back, I just love it.
That's it. Well, there's no going back once you stepped in as a pro once.
That's
and
right.
How have you found it in terms of getting fights and things like that? Have you found it fairly easy? Obviously, you've travelled down to Sydney from Brisbane for this one.
Yeah.
Have you had most of your fights in Brisbane, or have you had to travel quite a lot? And how's that been?
I've fought like a lot of places, mate, up and down Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland, New Zealand. So yeah, fights come up pretty easy. It all depends on what time with family and everything like that, if I can take them or not. But if I do take them, I've got time to do it, and so I prepare for it that way.
Excellent. So you'll obviously be representing Queensland tomorrow against New South Wales. Something that we've seen quite a lot in the last year or so. What going into this fight, what's your mentality? Are you looking to take the fight to Mark, or are you going to be fighting on the back foot? What can we expect from you tomorrow night?
Mate, I'm just going into the way I fight, and with Mark, he's got movement. He's sharp. He'll probably have youth and enthusiasm, and so all I can bring is the experience, and we'll see tomorrow night how that goes.
Excellent. Well, we'll wish you all the best. Thanks for taking the time out to speak with us here, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow after your fight, and wish you all the best.
Thanks, Tom.
No worries.